Hi, everybody. Hi, Linda Ball, Rebecca, Maureen McCarthy, Auntie Maureen is here, Liz Mo is here. Just trying to see who else is there. Hold on, guys. Tom's daughter's there. Hi, Tom's. So I hope you can see me and hear me all right. Let me know. I scheduled this live, so I was hoping it'll go okay. Maureen is there. She's giving me the thumbs up. Thanks, Maureen. Barb. Hi, Barb. I'm having my cherry cola today. Hi, John. Hi, Sheila. Good afternoon. How is everybody keeping today? Are you all right? Are you enjoying the sun? We still have the hot weather here in Ireland, but it's supposed to go away in the next 2 or 3 days. So I believe. Trade for the Dr. Pepper, Mo. No problem. I prefer Dr. Pepper. I said I'd try something different. Hi, Anna. Hi, Cynthia. Cynthia Cronin from Missouri. Well, you know something? We complain about the heat here in Ireland, and we always say it's too hot. But you know, there's states in the US that are probably just extremely hot. So we're not used to the heat here. 24 degrees Celsius here is like an Indian summer to us. It's just crazy heat. Who else is there? Sylvia Wright. Hi, Sylvia. Nice to see you. So, what's everybody up to in this weather? Were you out and about? We were out the other day. We didn't really do much video wise. We have a couple of things in mind coming up, a couple of interesting things coming up. So, we're not sure yet, but we are hoping. Very hot in Bristol. Oh, Barb, you're in Bristol, in the UK. It's nice to see the different people from different parts of the world. So chuffed, guys. I'm chuffed with my last video. You know, remember the last video I did about Mary, Mary Therese Collins, the girl that her body was incorrupt. I can't believe how many views that video has got. It's crazy. You know, and thanks to everybody who hit the thumbs up on the video and watched the video, and everything like that. I'm just overwhelmed by the views I got in that video. It's amazing, and she deserves. I'm glad actually that video went out because you know it's the only video really that I wanted to get out, and I was hoping I might get out because of you know in account of the story of what happened with her and you know being Ireland being such a small country. It's nice to see the video trying to get out there, you know, and other parts of the world, and people can see it as well. Being out on the bike, John said, taking photos and videos of the countryside. Nothing like it, John. It's nice to get out. The countryside is the best place to be. I'm not really a fan of the big cities and the big crazy areas and stuff like that. I'd like the countryside, you know, peace and quiet. You know, it's like going into cemeteries. Really, you walk into the cemeteries and everything is serene, calm, quiet. Birds are singing. That's what I love. Terry Webster, I like watching your videos. Thank you for all you do. I'm from Oregon. Thank you, Terry, so much. It means a lot. We do try, myself and Sue, to get out there. We get out there. We get around. John Norris is in the house. Hi, John. Yeah, we know we love to get out and about, and love doing, myself and Sue, is we love traveling to different places when we can, and we can't go these places without you people. So we wouldn't have these channels without you people. So we appreciate everybody who hits that subscribe button, who watches the videos, hits the thumbs up, does all that stuff. It doesn't cost you a cent to subscribe to this channel or Sue's or nothing like that. Watching our videos, hitting the thumbs up is more than enough to us, and we appreciate every last one of you that watches the videos. You should come to Arnos Vale in Bristol. I must look up that, Barb. I'll have a look and see. There's a couple of places in the UK actually that we went to London. We've done a couple of good videos in London. If you haven't seen them already, Highgate Cemetery, Brompton, Kensal Green. I went down. I have a video up where Freddie Mercury from Queen was cremated. I've done a video on the funeral location, and amazing stuff in London. The cemeteries are just out of this world. They're beautiful. The monuments and the headstones and everything that's in it, the history that's in these places. So Serenity Sue is in the chat. Say hello to Sue, guys. Sue's my other half. We do all this work together, traveling around to bring you the best content. And at the start we were traveling around Ireland, to try and go wherever we could. And, as things went on, I suppose we got to go. It was our dream to go to Highgate Cemetery. We got to Highgate. Got to do George Michael's grave. We got to do Freddie Mercury's funeral location. Freddie Mercury's house where he lived. I got to stand outside his home. So I was super excited about all that. Thanks, Rebecca. Have fallen in love with your channel, love walking through cemeteries, and really enjoy seeing graveyards in your part of the world. Thanks a million. It's something you have to like it, I suppose, these cemetery stuff and all that. You have to have, your heart has to be in it, and you have to like it, and you have to love what you do. When we go into a cemetery, we find something. I find a headstone with an actor on it or somebody that was involved in World War I or World War II. I go, wow. You'd always hear me on the videos going, wow, look at this, or wow. That's me being me. And, it's not a script. There's no script in our channels. We go there, we do whatever we have to do, and that's it. And we love doing it. Terry Webster, Karen Cooper's there, Marie Green. Hi, Marie Green. Liz there. Hi, Liz. Who else is there? Maureen McCarthy, Mo. Terry is there. Yeah, Terry, love watching Sue. Sue is a super channel. She's a premiere tomorrow night as well. I have a premiere coming up at 10:15 Irish time, so it's in another hour and a half, over an hour and a half away. A super video coming up, so I hope you'll all be able to join me for that. Found some super headstones. I don't want to give away too much. Found a really interesting grave with a bit of history from the United States of America involved in it as well. So there's a couple of crypts in there and stuff like that, and Abigail Wolf, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Thanks for the tours with the $20 super chat. Abigail, thank you so much. Wait till I just put this on. I always put this on for the super chat. Super chat. Maureen Marr, $20 Canadian dollars super chat. Maureen, thank you so much. Or I know you like to be called Mo. Thank you for the super chat, Mo. Super chat. When we went to Cork, we kind of knew we do a lot of research on the channels. We do a lot of research. We don't just get up and say, right, we're going to drive somewhere and find something. We do put a lot of research and work behind it as well, and we look into a place, and I'd find. Now, when I researched Mary Therese's grave, her body was incorrupt. the minute I saw it, I said, wow. I just said to myself, wow, I have to do this story. I need to do this story because I've never heard of this in the Republic of Ireland before in my life. So to find Latrobe Valley Paranormal Detectives, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome into the chat. I had to find this grave and say to myself, I needed to do the story, and I'm glad I'd done the story. Now, I've been talking to lately another person. If you know Cemeteries Down Under, that channel, they're a couple, Jason and Julia. They're lovely people. They're a couple. They go around Australia and they do Australian cemeteries and stuff. Jason does paranormal stuff. So what I'm doing at the moment is I've clipped. I've somebody, one of my subscribers. I think his name was William. I don't think he's here now. William actually commented under my video in Brompton Cemetery in London. He said, hey, GV, he said, I noticed that I caught an EVP voice on your video from Brompton Cemetery. So I just said, oh, wow, because, well, I've heard voices before, so I kind of don't look into it that much, I will listen to it back and I'll try and hear what I can, but Jason is looking after. I sent him a clip. He said he can do something with it that we might be able to hear the voice better. But in Brompton Cemetery, there's a woman's voice when I'm reading a monument. And it sounds like she's saying, please help me, or something like it's beautiful or something. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to get it back and see. But there's something really interesting there. He's going to have a look at it for me. So that's what's coming up there. And if I get it, I'm going to upload it so you can all have a look and listen yourselves and see what you think. Marie Green, take care, Sue. See you soon. Sue is going away. She's something to do today, so she can't sit in today, unfortunately. But I'm really excited about listening back to the video and see what he can do with the video for me. And, to see what he can do, because I really want to now it's very clear. What I do is, I put the phone up to my ear like this. Is the only way you'll hear it, and I kind of listen and I say, wow, I can hear her voice, the woman. I can hear her speaking and saying something. Sue wasn't with me the time I was doing that video. She was gone her own way in the cemetery. She was miles away in the cemetery. She was doing her own video. So I was on my own. There was nobody around the area, nobody near me. So, and that video is up now maybe 2 months or more. So I didn't even know that was there. It's this guy, William. I can't think of his second name, but he did comment underneath and said, there's an EVP on your video. He said, I love listening to stuff like that. He said, it's very interesting. Now, there's another place I want to go back to as well. There's another place I want to get back to as well, and I'm hoping to get back there. It's in there's another place I want to get back to as well. It's called Lismore Cathedral in Waterford. And I've done a lot of cemeteries and graveyards and videos on them and stuff. But I don't think I've ever got weird vibes, strange feelings from this place. If you look back on my video, I think it was something like a video I did on Lismore Castle, where it was connected to Fred Astaire, the famous dancer Fred Astaire. Fred Astaire's sister married one of the royalty, we'll say, people, part of the, the esquires of the royal background in Lismore Castle in Waterford. And he is buried in that cathedral. But if you remember the video, when I was walking inside the cathedral, a cat was following me around everywhere, this cat. He even came inside the cathedral when I was reading the effigies and looking at the stuff on the wall, the plaques. And he walked in, the cat, into the center. I hear this massive roar, like a cat meowing inside in the cathedral. And it echoed all around the cathedral. And I said, and Sue just looked at me and she went, wow. She said, what is that about? So I kind of got the chills. But when I went back to edit that video I did in that cathedral, the microphone was going completely crazy. It was just buzzing and noising, and there was growls. I could hear growls, like scary kind of growls. And then I was at that beautiful, the beautiful grave with the angel monument. If you remember, I was reading that one. It was the only one in the cemetery that had the angel on it. And I could hear a woman's voice. I said, died in 18, whatever his name was. He died in 1819, was born in, and I could hear a woman's voice saying, yes, like she was agreeing with what I was saying. She was saying, that you're reading my husband's name. That's my husband. And she said, yes. I could hear yes on it. So there is times in Dublin, Mount Jerome Cemetery, the same thing. I've heard voices in one of the crypto vaults I looked into. I heard voices in that as well. So it seems to follow me everywhere I go. And it's nothing, I'm not scared about that. I think it's a blessing, to be honest, that that you're able to go around these cemeteries and that you have this connection. I always feel this connection. I'm very spiritual. I love spiritual stuff. I have a great belief in the afterlife. All that stuff. I'm very spiritual. Just the other day, actually, I was telling Mo actually about it. A butterfly flew in my bedroom window, and he just flew right in, flew around the room and back out the window again. It's always those red and black ones. They're called red admirals, I think they're called. Another one flew in yesterday. A butterfly came into the kitchen and landed over right beside a picture of the Blessed Virgin Mary I have in the window in the kitchen. The butterfly landed right beside that, and I just got him and let him back out the window again. But it's always happens to me, these connections. So it's something I love. I love when that happens, because other people go, oh, that's weird or that's freaky stuff or whatever. I love it. And that's why I was saying to Sue the other day, I need to go back to Lismore. I said, I need to go back to that old graveyard, cathedral graveyard on church side, and go back in there. And I just want to go around and do a video. I'm not going to read any headstones and stuff. I would love to just walk around, press record on my phone. Hi, Jim. Press record on my phone and just walk around this graveyard and just see, can I pick up something on the microphone again? And who knows, I have Necrophonic there as well. I use the Necrophonic app, so I'm hoping maybe I might try that. Necrophonic, see, can I pick up some kind of a name? Because I definitely know at that woman's grave with the angel statue, I definitely picked up a voice of that woman, and I would love to go back and see, what's the story, and see, can I pick up something? So that's what I'm hoping, guys. There's a town here, says Sheila, called Sleepy Hollow. My ex and I went to the cemetery there, and there was one mausoleum that gave me a feeling of extreme evil. I quickly backed away from it. Yeah, sometimes you come across stuff, and as I was saying to you, I know others, says Rebecca, to have sensitive to this. Oh, sorry, to Sheila, she said. So, it's something about it. There's something about, I've always had a connection, when I was younger as well. I always had this spiritual kind of a connection. I remember when I was really, really young, my grandmother passed away, and I was in my room one night on my own. There was like 2 single beds in the room, and I remember sleeping. I think maybe I was about 13 or 14 years old. So we're talking 30 years ago. So I was sleeping in the bed. I wasn't asleep. I was kind of like, you're trying to sleep, but you're not really asleep. But I remember looking over at the other bed beside me, and all I could see was from the waist down was this a woman with her hands joined like this. And she was wearing a long white, like a night dress. And all I could see was from the waist down was this long, flowing white kind of a night dress. And I remember when I looked away and I got a fright, my heart was pumping, and I looked back again and it was just gone like that. and my grandmother passed away. So I don't know. I didn't see anybody's face or who it was, but I always think to myself, was that my grandmother coming back to say something to me? Me and my grandmother, um, we were very, very close. I loved her. She was the best woman in my life, bar my mother. Um, and I better say Sue, I suppose. But he's joking. But you know, but it's something that's very close to me, and that's what happened. I share my experiences, and that's just one of them. But there's been many more of stuff like that. That was a teen boy dream, says Linda. I wish it was Linda, but unfortunately it wasn't. So that came later on, Linda, in life. I was dreaming about you, Linda, actually. I was dreaming about you. I knew I was going to meet you sometime. It was probably her just letting you know she was watching over you. Yeah, everybody watches over everybody, and that's the way it goes. We all have somebody, anybody that's passed away, belong to you in your family. They're always there watching over you. You know, there's always somebody there watching, and that's just it. And it's nice to know that there's somebody there on the other side of life. So, how are you doing, Jim? Are you doing well with the videos? Any stuff coming up? Did Marie change her photo again? Marie, are you changing your picture again? Or is that the same one? Marie's like a model, aren't you, Marie? She loves her pictures. Good one, says GV. No, says Marie. Doing well. Good, Jim. That's good. I don't see Kathy Myers here. Kathy Myers is always on. Maybe she's away or she's busy or something like that. Who knows? Sally, glad to be able to listen to you live and glad I made it. Well, you're welcome here too, Sally Cohurst. Thank you for coming in. Thanks to everybody for coming in. It means a lot to us, what we're doing at the moment, traveling around and stuff like that. We love it. As people know, we slept in the car one night even. That's how dedicated we are to these cemetery visits and all these videos we do. We were in Cork, and some of you probably heard the story before. We were in County Cork. You don't have to feel bad for us at all. I tell you what, I loved it. I'm adventurous. I love it. Well, I'll tell you what I would love to do. I would love to, if I had the money, I would love to buy a camper van, or you call it an RV in the States, and travel. I would just love to get into a camper van and travel around all of Ireland and just do videos. That's what I would love to do. To see all these hidden places, history, cathedrals, monasteries, mausoleums, crypts, everything. I would love to do that. And I would never look back. I would just hop in, go, and maybe do this for 6 months and then come back after 6 months. And, Sue probably wouldn't want me after the 6 months then, I'd say, would she? She probably wouldn't. Just got here, sending love and light to all. Hi, Cottle, Sue, and everyone. Sending a warm hug to everyone who needs one. Thanks, Caroline Allen. Brenda Fager, you're here. Sorry I missed you. Dorothy Fisher, you're welcome in. I just want to see, because I've been rambling there for the last few minutes. Hi, Mick from Latrobe. That's your name, Mick. Real Irish name, Mick. Are you sure you're not Irish? So, let me see. No more sleeping in the car, says Sylvia. I would sleep in the car every day of the week if I had to. That's what I'm like. Right, sorry. Blue Moon is here. Sorry to Blue Moon, I missed you. I think you may have found a possible relative in Cork. Last name was Horgan. My great-great-grandfather's name was Harrigan. There are different variations of the spelling of the name. Where was that, Blue Moon? Was that one of my past videos in Cork or a recent one I did in Cork? Because we have been in Cove as well. You know, that historical graveyard videos we did in Cove. James, Charles Hallahan, the famous actor who lived in the States, he's buried in Cove as well. I think, is it that graveyard? I'm not sure. Sue Doherty is collecting somebody. She has to go and collect somebody, so she was a bit busy, so she couldn't come in. If anybody is, John Dean is there. Hi, John. If I miss anybody, mods, say hello for me, please, because I sometimes ramble on and I miss stuff. So what's the story with you guys? What do you like about the videos? Do you want to keep me doing all the cemetery stuff? Would you like a couple of famous graves thrown in there as well? Because I don't know if the famous graves kind of take off or not. There is one or two I want to do, because I'm working with Chris Peterson, who's one of the subscribers here on the channel also. I'm working on doing something with Chris at the moment, a famous actor who's buried in Dublin. He's in an unmarked grave. The both of us are hopefully trying to come together and get a headstone for him. And if you're interested yourselves, guys, I have to look in more into it to see if we can get something done there. He was in Scrooge, The Ghost of Christmas Past. Dolan, Michael Dolan, his name was. We're hoping to get that done. Is your weather hot in Ireland? This is Caroline. Sorry, I go back up. I thought I saw on the news that it was. It's about 24 degrees, Caroline, Celsius. So whatever that is in Fahrenheit, I'm not sure. It's different in the States with the Fahrenheit. So my husband and I were on vacation driving from Michigan to Washington, says Rebecca. Stayed 4,000 miles round trip, and I watched you and Sue's videos during the drive. Wow. Rebecca, thank you so much. That means an awful lot, to watch our videos from all. It's actually strange. It feels strange for people to think that people from all over the world, Australia, America, England, Ireland, all over, watch our videos, because, sometimes I get people and they send me a little clip of a video that I uploaded, and they'll send me a clip of them watching me on the television. And it looks so weird to see myself on the television, because I don't even look at my own videos. When I upload my own videos, I don't even look at them. I just upload them. The only time I look at them is when I'm editing, that's it. Or if I have to go back in to listen to a voice, maybe an EVP or something like that. Because I hate listening to my voice. I hate the sound of my own voice when I'm on videos, to be honest. Tell everyone, watch old ones as well, says Mo. That's true. Watch the old ones as well. There's videos there, guys. I don't know if you probably haven't watched them. There's videos I've done in Mount Jerome, Glasnevin Cemetery in Dublin. Marie, I'll give you an autograph, no time. Where do you want it? Which part of your body? John Norris is there. Hi, John. We love your voice, says Tom's. Every time I hear Tom's, I think a man in my voice. I know you're not a man, but I always think it's a man. I don't want to miss anything here, guys. Last graveyard visit with Sue was great. Yeah, Sue, the one with the pyramid was absolutely amazing that she found that. That was unbelievable. Sheila's here. Hi, Sheila. Rachel Hammer. Sorry if I missed you. Hi, Rachel. No, Linda Ball, you just asked there about the vandalized famine graveyard. No, I actually emailed. I was actually on the phone to the manager of the Historical Society, and I was talking to her on the phone, and I was saying to her, that graveyard, I said, has gone to hell. It's really bad. I said, it's not overgrown, but the headstones are broken. I said, there's a child of 8 months old that was buried there. It's destroyed. I said, it needs to be fixed. My subscribers, I said, have no problem, coming together, because I remember a few of you said that you have no problem to do it. And I said, we have no problem. And she said, oh, well, I don't know. She said, what we can, I don't know if we accept, if we can do that GoFundMe kind of thing and stuff like that. And I said, well, we're offering to help, offering to fix this historic famine graveyard. I said, these people are forgotten. They died in the famine. They need to be remembered. So I said, are you telling me that you're not going to accept help? And she said, oh, I'm not saying we won't accept help, but she said, I have to look into it and this and that and stuff. And I said to her, I've been there. She said, I've walked around the graveyard and I've looked at the graveyard and, it looks clean. I said, it might look clean to you. I said, but I've been there. I said, I have put that video up on YouTube. Lots of people have seen it from different parts of the world. They're very, very annoyed and they're not happy about the way the graveyard looks. Mo is coming to Ireland. She wants to meet GB. Mo, you're very welcome to come to Ireland. Anytime you come to Ireland, we will meet you, no problem. So, yeah, the abandoned graveyard Latrobe was, but that's what's happening. I've emailed, spoken to this woman on the phone, and she was I think she was from Northern Ireland or somewhere. Her accent was something like that. But I can't understand. She was like she didn't want to do it. It's like she was kind of lazy. Like she didn't want to have anything got to do with it. She didn't want to try and even do something about this. So I left it for a while. I haven't spoken to her for a long time. I've been busy doing other videos and traveling around the country and doing other stuff as well. So I left it, but I will get back to her again. And I'm going to email her and just say, listen, do you want to do this or not? You want to try? I said, I'm not doing it to get fame out of it or to get noticed out of it. Like, if I go back there and fix up that place, I'll take a couple of photographs of what it looks like. I won't even make a video about it. I'll just take a couple of photographs, put them up on my community page or something like that and say, there you go. That's the before and after. That's where the money went. That's where it all, went, the money to do up this graveyard and stuff. But these people, amaze me at times, that they're sitting on their ass in a big office and they're saying, oh, I'm a historical up here person and I'm over at all the graveyards and I do all this kind of stuff. Is bullshit. And these people need to get up and say to themselves, there's people buried. The first thing I said to her on the phone was, would you like, I said, and I said, I'm not getting at you in any way, but I said, would you like, if that was one of your family members that was buried in that graveyard, I said, and all those stones were broken up, I said, and people were spraying with spray cans all over the graves. Would you like, I said, if that was one of your... Oh, not at all, she says to me, not at all. I wouldn't like that at all. I said, there you go. I said, so if you want to do this, I said, nobody else is giving you this offer. I have a channel on YouTube. Sue has a channel on YouTube. We can both come together. We can get all our subscribers together and put something towards this graveyard, but it didn't work. And I said it before, Caroline, I love your accent as well. This might be a sad thought, but are there any graves from the Irish famine? I hope this isn't upsetting. Show right now talking about it, Liam Neeson narrating it. I'm not sure what you mean, Caroline. Do you mean that Liam Neeson narrated something about the famine? I think I might have seen something about Liam Neeson doing something. Liam Neeson is a super guy, I tell you that. A good Irish guy, great actor. Super voice. There's only certain people that have super voices and the sound in their voice. And another one of those is Morgan Freeman. You could listen to Morgan Freeman talk all day when he narrates stuff. He's just amazing. But yeah, Liam Neeson is another one. There's just so many of them. The program is about the Irish famine and Liam is narrating it. Now, I do know there's a lot of famine stuff around Skibbereen where we were. We didn't get a chance to do it, but Skibbereen is full of famine history. There was even a story, and I asked Sue, would she cover it? Would you do it? And she said, "Oh, I don't know if I have the time. If I go back again, I might." I wanted her to cover a story about um, a true story about a little boy who was 3 years old back in the day in the famine. Do you know the way they were all buried in a mass grave back in the day during the famine? There was a little boy who was 3 years old. He was thrown into a hole. He was buried with other people. Um, when the gravedigger was filling the clay in on top of all these people on the grave, he poked the little boy with the shovel in the side that was 3 years old. The little boy let out a little cry or a scream, very, very sad. He let out a scream, the little boy who was 3 years old, and they took him back up out of the hole. He wasn't dead at all. He was like, I don't know, like back in the day, they could never figure out if somebody was dead or not. It was hard to do it back in the day. But it's absolutely amazing. That man lived until later on in life. And I would love to find his grave and find out where he's actually buried. And the woman that said that, it was actually a YouTube video from Skibbereen Heritage. I think if you Google it, Skibbereen Heritage videos, they do a lot of stuff about Skibbereen and the famine in Cork. She said, it's a true story. She said, my grandmother, she said, or her great grandmother, I think, actually spoke to that man as when he was older. Imagine at 3 years of age being thrown into a hole during the famine, and the man poked this little child with the shovel, and he let out this little cry, and he wrote a book about it. I think he said something like "Back from the Dead" or something like that. He called it. He actually wrote a book about it. Sorry, just look, an email came in there. That is a crazy story, but wouldn't that be a beautiful story to do? And I want me or Sue to do it. I asked Sue to do it. We were caught up so much. We had little time in Cork, as you know. I think we were there like something only one day, and we came home again. But we really wanted to do it. What did Tom say? Rebecca, did you hear he's raving? It was spooky. I watched many shows on the famine, and seeing a cemetery would be interesting. It's a very sad history. It is. And you know, at the start of the channels, we used to do a lot. Sue used to do them, I suppose, more than I did. She used to do a lot of the Quaker graveyards. Do you still like those, the Quakers? You know, the Quaker community. They're very interesting as well, the Quakers. The old headstones and stuff like that. They're always overgrown with grass. And, you know, when you walk in and you find them, I love the Quaker ones as well. So we might try and start getting a couple of Quaker videos in there and try and find more of those as well. I think we've nearly covered all of them in Wexford at this stage. But I would like to see you do an all-night paranormal video sometime. It's in the pipeline, Jim. We'll definitely do it. You know, there's other channels out there, I suppose, we're on about doing it as well. But, you know, we're going to do a good one. We will do a good one. We'll do a nighttime cemetery walk. Stuff like that. So, you know, when I was talking there about these, I love bringing up stuff, but you know, when I was talking about there, the famine graveyard and getting something to, you know, together to try and fix up the graveyard and stuff. I said before in the past, if I was doing that, if it was a GoFundMe, everybody or whatever money that was raised, you'd see how much was raised and you'd see how much went into the cemetery. You know, I see a lot of that on YouTube lately. A certain cemetery channel, he's telling everybody how much a certain statue costs for a grave and stuff like that. And you know, we still didn't see any documentation. So, you know, we need to see this documentation. I've heard this 100 times about stuff, how much it costs, but we still don't see the documentation. So, you know, you might as well be showing us the wall at this stage. So, you know, you need to bring out the documentation. You need to show people what you're doing, where the money is going, all that stuff. Headstones don't cost that much. They're not that expensive. I know. Have you seen Spirit or heard anything in your travels? I was just talking about that, Caroline. Maybe you might have missed it. You came in late or something like that. But yeah, I was saying there on my Brompton video from London, I got an EVP on it. There's a guy, Jason, he's doing it for me at the moment. Hopefully, he's going to send it back to me whenever he's ready. Um, he's going to try and turn down all the noise that's in the background in the cemetery and just turn up the volume of what the woman is saying so we'll be able to hear it a bit better. So it's an EVP of a woman. When I was reading one of the graves, I could hear her voice kind of clear enough, saying something like, "It's perfect," or something like that strange on it. She definitely wasn't saying that I was perfect, anyway, I can tell you that. Mo says, GV, Brent's still running the lawnmower. Hope runs out of gas soon. Need earplugs. That's Mo's husband. He loves his gardening and cutting the grass. He's like the Duracell batteries. He keeps going. He never stops. Have you had any personal experience with spirits when not in graveyards? Not really. Not really, Dorothy. No, you wouldn't. Sometimes you'd hear something falling, something like the light bulb is the thing. The light bulb in the bathroom keeps going. I must have changed it about 6 or 7 times at this stage. It's either a faulty wire or it's a spirit, one or the other. But the light bulb keeps going all the time. It's very, very strange. Maybe they're cheap light bulbs. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. Had a good paycheck this week, says Jim. Well done, Jim. You're going all out, are you? You're letting rip with that paycheck. That's it, Jim. You do that, Jim. Should have a good sense of humor, Mrs. Linda. Cemeteries Down Under is doing a live feed in about 4.5 hours. If I'm awake, I'll watch it. If I'm not, I'll watch the replay. I'll try and stay up. It's going to be very late here. It's going to be around 9. What time would that be? 9, 10, 11. 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 a.m. here. So if I'm up, I'll watch it. I have a photo frame of my parents fall several times straight off the wall, and I have tried everything to stop it from happening. Well, Dorothy, that's a sign from your parents. They're trying to tell you something. I believe they're trying to tell you something, that something is wrong, something is going to happen, or they're trying to warn you about something in your own life. I don't know. That's what I think when they start doing stuff like that. They're trying to get your attention. Or maybe they're just saying hello. Adventures with Regina, hello. Welcome to the chat. I have a couple of stories I want to do for Halloween. Going to try. Just wear a mask, Jim. That's all you have to do. Going to try to tell him like Mr. Ballin. You're going to go ballin', Jim. That's the way to do it. Dorothy, your parents are visiting. Yeah, they're visiting. I know they are. They're always going to be there telling you that they're there. Either that or my wall is built sideways, says Dorothy. Maybe your walls are like the house in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Do you remember the crooked house they lived in? Well, they are costing me with new frames. Well, I wouldn't put it up on the wall then. I'd put it up on top of the TV or something like that. I'm definitely going to do a Halloween because I know you liked the one I did of the Highgate Vampire and the Banshee and stuff like that, and I'm really going to put my deep voice into the video and you're going to like it. And scare the SHIT out of you, everybody. So that's the story, guys. But don't forget to watch Call It's On tonight. When you're finished off this live, please, if you can, and I'm asking you kindly, if you can, please just smash the thumbs up button on the premiere for tonight, the one that says about the crypt. Smash the thumbs up button for that, guys. It helps the videos get out there. You know, the more videos we get out there, the more people we can get into this family in our group, and we can even have more people to get to know each other also. You could try to find people accused of being witches. There was a woman, she was accused of being a witch, and I think she was from Youghal in County Cork. But I don't believe there's a grave site. She could be in an unmarked grave, I'm not sure, but I would love to find out where she's buried. I really like to go to Salem as well, where all the witches are. After my mom passed this blue moon, a small white butterfly came around me out in the yard for a week. I believe it was her. I think it surely was blue moon, because, as I was saying earlier about, thanks on her advice, it's definitely a sign. Even the red robin. The red robin is another sign of spiritual stuff. The red robin comes around here all the time. Always comes around. But I'd really love if a robin. I want a robin to come and land in my hand or something like that. I'd love that to happen. I love robins. Robins to me are very spiritual. They're connected to God and everything else. Are there any Jewish cemeteries there? Halloween, says John. There is one in Dublin, John. I believe it's very old as well. An old Jewish cemetery. There's another old graveyard in Dublin called Bully's Acre. It's the oldest one, I think. Ireland or Dublin, I'm not sure. There's a couple of places we're hoping to get to. We haven't even covered half of where we want to go yet in Ireland. There's tons of places we want to go. But it's not easy getting around. When we can, we will do it. It's hard to get around, guys. You know yourselves. It's like going to Cork the other day. It was 4 hours. 4 hours in a car driving. Sue drives. Sue was a superwoman. I suppose you could call me the co-pilot. But she's where we go. It's just, they're long journeys and they're not easy. Didn't you have to video? Didn't you have to edit all that and do all that? I always smash the like button, says Regina. If I could do it more than once, I would. Thank you, Regina. Once is even enough, and that's all you can do. You can only do what you can, Regina. Thanks very much. You will never run out of cemeteries, says John. Well, I suppose I will when I end up in one. I'll end up in one myself someday, I suppose, and then that'll be the end of me video. Does she drive the 4 hours? Yeah, she drives the whole 4 hours. Well, we stop, Dorothy. We stop. We stop for a coffee or refreshments or whatever like that and take a break as well. And, so we do take breaks and stuff like that when we're going places. But if we can, we'll stay overnight, because it's not possible to come back the same day. It's a long journey. So we try and stay whenever we can. If it suits us, we'd stay. If the place is not that expensive, we'll try and book somewhere cheap. As I was saying, we stayed in the car one night. She actually wanted to go home that night. And of course, GV turned around and said, I want to stay here tonight. I'm going to sleep in the car. Let's be adventurous. Sleep in the car. Get up in the morning and early and video. And that was the morning that Sue videoed that cemetery in Cork. I think it was 5 or 5:30 a.m. in the morning when she walked around that cemetery. It was still kind of a bit dark. It was still a bit dark. So, guys, I'm melting here. Look, I'm sweating. Sweating I am. Melting. I'm like a piece of chocolate. I'm melting. Sleep in the graveyards as well. We slept in the car. Now, I didn't sleep that well, I have to say, because every noise I heard, I didn't know what it was. I could hear a bird and a fox and everything that was squealing. So eventually we did stay. It was a bit of fun. You know what? You only live once, guys. We're not these type of people that stay in luxury hotels or stay in luxury places. I am who I am. That's the way it is. I'd sleep in the car every night if I had to. I would sleep in the car and travel around Ireland and do videos of cemeteries if I had to. It wouldn't bother me. That's the way I am. I don't care. You have to be adventurous, guys, in your life. Live your life. Enjoy it while you can, when you can. Toms, I made you a mod on the channel, Toms. So you have your wrench. Congratulations. I gave you a wrench last night. I was actually thinking about it last night. I said, Toms is now one of the gang with the wrench. So I was thinking about it last night. I said, you know, you're very informative as well when it comes to stuff like World War stuff and all that, and graves and different things. So now you have your wrench. As long as you don't throw me out of it, I don't mind. You know nothing. Well, you know enough, don't you? That's all that matters. You know enough. They do sleepovers at Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn, New York? Imagine, John. Yeah, that's crazy. Do you mean like to sleep? Is that the channels that do that? There's somebody here to see you guys, a special guest, and it's not Santa Claus. Serenity Sue is here.
Hello.
She can take over now.
Oh no, I don't even know who's here. Dorothy, Sheila, Ventures with Regina, Nadia, Jim. Hello, Jim. Marie, Liz, Becky, Sylvia, Brenda, Auntie Maureen, Tom's with the wrench, John Dean, Kim, Caroline.
Tom's is going fixing the car now.
Linda Ball.
Would you fix a leak here? There's a leak here in the tap. I want you to fix it.
Spirit Sister Mo, Rachel,
Caroline Allen, Kim Martin, John Dean, Rachel Hammer, Cynthia Cronin, Sylvia Wright. We just hang around waiting, says Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia.
Sylvia, I will give you a wrench, no problem.
Now I can see you.
But don't throw it back at me, that's all I ask.
Hi, Rebecca. How are you all doing? Are you all good? Were you bored without me?
Sylvia Wright.
Yes, I'd love to, Jim.
Do what?
Spend a night in the cemetery.
Of course, yeah, we'd love to do something like that. Actually, the night we stayed in Cove in the car, we were only about a
few feet.
20 yards away from the graveyard.
I'm in feet, so it's about
our feet or
20
whatever.
20 feet.
That's how far we were from the graveyard. We were, like, I could see the Celtic crosses in the night time.
I feel rotten on this side.
Why, you don't?
I feel like Ant and Dec. Do you know the way one is always on one side and the other is on the other?
Don't think like that. So, hold on.
Sat here looking like...
No, hold on.
You, Sue, hair specs,
looking
eyes.
here.
That is me. I can't go anywhere without...
Now, Sylvia, I'll give you a wrench.
I can't go anywhere without...
Have fun with that wrench.
The shades and then the reading goggles as well.
You're now a mod, Sylvia.
GV volunteered me, Jim. What have you volunteered me?
GV volunteered you for what?
Stay in a cemetery.
Is Jim causing trouble again? Are you causing trouble, Jim? I tell you, by Jesus.
Oh yeah, Kim, absolutely. Absolutely. Sylvia said I will repair everything and everyone. You can start with my back, Sylvia, please.
Oh, I'm melting here, guys. I am really melting here. I'm sweating. Hi, the way I roll.
The way I roll. Hello. I have a
What way do you roll?
cable stuck here. Do.
Jim has been a bowled by. Jim said he got his paycheck and he's going all out with Dr. Pepper.
Oh, good man, Jim. Give it a whirl.
What is GV drinking? Pepsi? John, that is cherry cola. I love cherry. Anything cherry, I love it. Black Forest Gator cake, I love it because there's cherry on top. Anything cherry, I love.
Oh, thank you, Caroline.
It's the best family.
Yeah,
music.
Brenda, it is. We've two dreams. One will never happen, and the one of the RV, or we call them, what do we call them? Camper vans.
A camper van, or you
Or
call
do you
them
know,
an RV.
an RV, it's anything at all that I can change into some sort of sleeping facility.
Yeah.
And can I say a pee bucket? Pee bucket. Anything that we can sleep in, pee bucket, to get us around and to be able to vlog on the go. That would be a dream come true. And the second dream that will never come true, unfortunately, is to own church and turn it into our home.
She said, I'm sweating because Sue is so hot. It's called love. I'm the love doctor.
Yeah, Mo, we go ghost hunting, I think. Ghost hunt, we could do nights and days. It'd be just fantastic.
We want to do necrophonic apps. We want to do nighttime stuff. All that's coming up.
Oh, we've so much we want to do.
We've loads of stuff coming
so
up.
Much. Tomorrow, I don't know, is Kathy C is not here, is she? Kathy C. No, she was saying that there's thunderstorms due.
Kathy C, who's cousins, is it?
Yeah, she said that we are due a thunderstorm, so I'm hoping it's not going to come till Monday.
I always say that the heat, all this heat is building up. It's boiling for rain and thunder and stuff. That's what happens. All this heat builds up, and it's like all this tension and heat.
Yeah, and it has to go. So it's usually, I've actually had a headache for 2 days. Today wasn't so bad. Yesterday was really bad. And I think that's the sign of thunder.
Kind Fly with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Kind Fly. It means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If it's turned up, hold on.
Oh.
Super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kind Fly.
K9 Fly.
Or K9 Fly. I always call it Kind Fly. I don't know why you do that.
Because you think of my app that I edit everything.
K9 Fly, sorry.
Somebody said, and I was rambling. Where is it? Oh, no.
Come to America, says.
Oh, Caroline Allen, thank you so much. Yes, the views on that, the pyramid one, is just amazing. Absolutely fantastic. And actually got a note kind of where you can kind of keep track of your views. And it says the more of your subscribers, the people that are actually subscribed to the channel, the more those subscribers watch, it gets pushed out even further.
Yeah.
So if you just cannot all watch the videos, and the thumbs up are really, really, really
important.
Thumbs
ups are important, guys. The thumbs up.
That's what push. I always just thought that YouTube
helps.
decides, so that looks like a nice little vlog there, we'll push that one out. But it's not. It's the more of my own subscribers that watch it, that's what sends it out to
There's Coca-Cola there, and it's probably there a while, so I don't think it's that great now.
I wouldn't think so.
McDonald's.
Let me see. John Dean has a lot of thunder in Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama. I love that song. Alabama.
Yeah, got to get some sleep before. Oh yeah, when is theirs tomorrow night or tonight?
Which one?
Julia's live
tonight, I think.
Is it tonight? I really want to join her because
it's going to be too late here for me. I don't know.
It will be 1:30 a.m. in the morning, so
I'll have 2 matchsticks in my eyes.
If I can at all, I'll be there for her because she's a lovely, lovely lady, as is her husband. What did I miss?
Sorry about your friend Jim. I didn't see that, Jim. Sorry.
No.
Love a video with you guys. I'll buy.
Jim, anytime. I'd love to do that.
I'd love to, Jim.
We meet halfway.
Jim, I tell you what, Jim, I remember when you started and you were always saying, I don't know what to say in videos. I'm so nervous. You look like Jim when you're doing videos that you've been doing them for years.
Yeah, you were so
You're really calm and cool and natural and everything. You really do a good job in them.
Maureen McCarthy, Auntie Maureen, we haven't had rain since June. Yeah,
Jeez.
That's, I don't know. What way is your water then? Do you know, like your drinking water? What way are you? Are you on?
It's not good for the grass.
What do they call it? Like a water
drought.
Like your drinking water, your bathing water, all of that. Like, are you been told to conserve water?
Sheila $3,444. $3. Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you very much. Super chat.
The generators are handy, Jim, for sure.
We lost power for a day because of storms this past week. Love my generator.
Yeah, they're amazing when you're out with no.
Do they cost much, Jim, to run those generators with we call it petrol here?
A bit of diesel in them.
A diesel.
Bit of green diesel in them.
A bit of green in it, yeah. We'll get in trouble for saying that, green diesel.
Well, it's agricultural, so it's okay.
It's thunderstorms right now. Do you know what I love though is at night time, I hope it happens, is when there's thunder and lightning and the sky lights up. You know, the fork lightning. I love that.
I love a good thunder and lightning storm, but at night time.
I'd be afraid to get hit with lightning, but I'd love to capture some of it, a video or something like that. I could even make it my intro in the video for my channel. Yeah, who knows?
Mo is inviting us all to the lake in her pool. Good woman, Mo. I'd love.
Mo, I will go there and I'll jump straight in, clothes and all on. Straight away. I feel so warm now. I nearly would.
Karen lives in Hurricane Alley. Oh God.
GV has a face for radio, says Marie. Don't you just know it, Marie?
We can only water lawn 1 day a week for 2 hours. Yeah, like we haven't had anything. I know we've had kind of a few heat waves this summer, but there's been no warnings that I've heard of about water.
Hi, Stella. If I missed you. Stella.
Hi, Stella.
Azopardi. I usually get names. I could have pronounced those.
Yeah, that's why I kind of get him to pronounce those very hard words on headstones.
Good for vaping, she says.
I don't know, Regina. The one is as bad as the other.
I'm back on the cigarettes again. I was off them for 1.5 years, and I was on the vape. And would you believe it? When I went to London to do the videos in London, I started smoking when I was in London. I don't know what it was. So I blame London for me smoking.
Rachel, not at all. Not at all. Maureen, we were walking, I can't remember where it was, but you know when the ground or the grass is so dry, it's that brown kind of crunching noise. Yeah, it's burnt from the drought. Well pronounced, well done.
Well pronounced. I'm in Miami. Many times we have been under water restrictions. Water the grass before 6 a.m. Water preservation during showers and
oh Lord.
Get rid of cigs and vape. You don't want COPD. Trust me on that one.
Yeah, I know. And my breathing wouldn't be the best, Sheila, since I had that virus in January.
I'm like a chimney.
It's been really bad that I can hear it myself sometimes. So I'm supposed to be going I'm supposed to go to the doctor and organise, but I haven't yet. But I will do it. I will. Crunchy lawn, yeah. Shredded wheat lawn.
Shredded wheat lawn. Do you know I was going to say cornflakes there, but I said maybe I wait for someone else to say it first. Cornflakes.
That's a good one.
Tom's daughter.
Oh, Tom's, that's a cracker. I refer to them as nature's goodness. Sadly, they're going to kill me sometimes, says Jim. Oh God!
To the doctor, Sue. Do I have to go to Ireland and drag you off?
I know. I am. It's since I didn't have a problem till I got sick and just had loads of antibiotics and stuff. But I know myself at times I can sit there and I can hear it, so I know it's not correct, if you know what I mean.
Are going Sue to do
the game again. Right, this is the story. I'm going to do a live tomorrow night. I haven't decided on a time just yet because we are hoping to get out tomorrow, do a couple of vlogs and get back. So, and if we're going to Kildare, which is an hour and a half away.
Yeah, we're going to Kildare soon, guys.
Please God.
There's a hint.
So an hour and a half up, that's 3 hours and a few hours to vlog. So
And I still want to do that story I was telling you about the little girl that was murdered in 1970.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do that and cover that for you as well.
But we can do that one during the week because
I can do that somewhere.
It's not as long a distance. But so that's the plan tomorrow. So at the moment, I'm afraid to set up a live notification here. Yes, just till I'm, really, really sure. But I suppose it could be around 8:30. Is that what we said? 8:30ish.
Tomorrow. Yeah, we're leaving early, about 8:30 in the morning, hopefully 8:30.
Yeah, but even for my live, 8:30ish.
8:30.
Because I have a premiere now set up as well, so
we'll hopefully
we'll have some sort of a laugh and a joke, and if it's not Hangman, because that nearly blew my head off my shoulders, it'll be a quiz or something fun.
Sheila says, I'm part Native American. I smoked for almost 50 years and I have COPD.
Oh, Sheila, that's actually very hard.
I love Native American stuff.
It's a very hard illness to live with, actually. It is very, very tough.
I have my lovely t-shirt, Native American Indian. Love all that stuff.
Yeah. What time are we at here?
I better go, guys, actually, because I've been here now a while, so... and I have the premiere on. Speaking of cigarettes, I'm going to have one now soon before my premiere and chill out before it comes on. And anybody that's watching, don't smoke, they're bad for you.
Yeah.
So don't. Cigarettes can me and have kept me out of prison. This is Jim. This is Jim. I hope you don't stop making cigarettes.
Jim, I smoked for probably 20 years, I'd say. About 15 years. Went off them for about 5. Went back on them. Off them now on this vapey oak. So, yes, it is.
So, guys,
what it is.
I'm going to leave it at that. I'll see you all on the premiere. Trisha Mills is coming in.
Oh, Trisha, thank you
$20.
So much.
Thank you, Trisha, so much. Super chat.
So don't forget to like the premiere, guys.
Hit the thumbs up on the premiere. It's on now in another over half an hour or more. I'd say well over 45 minutes, maybe.
Come in for a chat beforehand.
Come in for a chat. Say hello. I'll be on around 10 past, maybe 10, hopefully, or something like that. It's on 10:15. It's a good one tonight. There's a lot of history in it. There's crypts, mausoleums, and the whole lot in it. So it's one to look forward to.
Yeah.
So I'll see you all very soon, guys, on the premiere, and we'll all have a chat there again.
Thanks for amazing mods and all.
Thank you to everybody that
and everyone that has subscribed. It's just our minds have been blown between the two of us this last week or so. The last few videos have been absolutely amazing, and it's all thanks to each and every single one of you out there. It really is true.
Yeah, everybody that hits that
an amazing channel and
shares the videos, even if you want
community.
If I always say, if you feel free, if you want for both of us our channels, if you want to share them.
Oh yeah, if you
on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you can on Twitter, it helps also.
Any of those.
Twitter, everywhere, share them. Yeah.
Anyway, guys. Love you and leave you.
Love you so and leave you, and I'll see you soon on the premiere, guys. And thanks for coming in and having this lovely chat as always. And I will see you when I get my glasses.
Bye, guys. Oh, I can't get my leg out. I'm stuck. Help me.
Brenda, you're looking for my email. Brenda, if I'm in the chat, or Sue is on Facebook. Serenity Sue O'Farrell on Facebook.
And my email is on my channel, I think.
And her email is on her channel. So if you want to contact her, if you have any questions to ask, no problem.
All right, guys. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, leg.